Alright guys, welcome to another day in the vlog. Today, we're at West Coast Specialties. Now I know I've talked a lot about it right now, about painting the front bumper, going back and forth. I ended up just settling, I only have the front bumper with me. I didn't want to have Bree spend all her time, and Wes was supposed to meet me down here. He's literally actually a mile away at his shop, but they had a whole bunch of stuff happen and basically needs to detail some of the cars that are there, or paint correct some of the cars there. And so just doesn't have the time to make it over here. One of the best parts about San Diego is just the sheer amount of cars you see. Like, I'm in this parking lot right now. We're in an industrial area, obviously, where you'd find a paint shop, stuff like that. And literally across the street, I see an E46. I can't tell from here if it's an M3. It looks like it could be. Who knows nowadays with all the replica parts and all that. But then over there, I see a Viper peeking out the corner. And then at West Coast Specialties, they got the GTR. They have Alfa Romero. I can never remember their names, but this one is the SUV. I feel like that was a rant about nothing, but it's cool. Anyways. So there's that starting mark. We got GTR out front. Got some other nice cars right there.
It's not too bad. A little curved up.
Yeah. So the previous owner, I mean, my main worry was, I understand if we can't get it perfect. My main worry was that the passenger side. The previous owner had hit like a curb or something with it right there. Yeah.
The cleanup should be pretty easy.
Okay.
It's just going to be feathering down all the stuff where it has all the debris rash from it. All the rock chips, we're going to want to do the same thing.
Okay.
If we paint it and we put clear coat and our base coat on top of there, the clear coat is going to sit on top of it and it's going to dome up like a magnifying glass.
Okay, yeah.
And it's going to make every little teeny tiny speck just look a
Yeah.
lot
And
worse.
obviously, like, I'd rather it look well done than stand out and be, oh wow, that was repainted and it looks bad.
Yeah. And you want the whole thing repaired, right? You don't want to just do like bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, I like to have the whole thing repaired. I mean, it obviously depends on cost. I really don't know what we're looking at as far as price.
Okay. So what I'm looking at right now is the obvious curb rash across the bottom of it. There is an impact right across here where the plastic is distorted.
Yeah.
And I see there's like a license plate distortion through here as well.
Gotcha.
It doesn't look bad. It's definitely repairable. What do you want to do with these reflectors? Reuse them? Respray
I would love to respray them because they don't like the company that I bought them from a company that they should be paint matched, but I'm sure you can tell they're a little off.
Yeah. What about, you can step over that. You want to check this out right here? My only area for concern is going to be right here.
Okay.
So where this crack is at, it's going to be really hard to get this stuff back together.
Gotcha.
And do you know what mounts? I think there's a grill that mounts behind here, right?
No, it's just the vents.
It's just wide open into the
Yeah.
vent? Okay.
It's just like the intakes.
Okay. We can fix that then. I was thinking that a grill mounted on there.
Gotcha.
So then when he whacked this, it looks like this came back and sliced.
Yeah, I think you're right. I just noticed like they chipped right here from adhesive and stuff.
Oh yeah, killed the paint out of it.
Yep.
Okay. Are you gonna put any wrap or clear wrap?
There'd be nothing on it. I mean, I might talk to Wes after about potentially putting clear bra on this just so it stays nice after.
Yeah.
So
if you're gonna spend the money to clean it up and respray it, I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It looks like it might not be a repainted bumper, but it might have been a replaced bumper.
Interesting. Okay.
And it looks like there's just bad adhesion through here. And that's like a common area. When you don't do enough preparation in those areas, the base coat wants to lift off if you don't have enough adhesion.
So you think this is almost a replacement bumper? Like,
I think it was probably replaced, and that's what we're seeing through here, because generally from the manufacturer, you don't see, like, I can almost see like prep marks from a pad in there, like it was wiped really, really lightly.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Let's see if I can get.
That's cool. I love to hear you guys' take on stuff because I know you guys know what you're doing.
You kind of barely look in there real close. You can kind of see like there's almost like white marks in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like right
yeah. I see what you're saying.
So the manufacturer doesn't have that. The panels are prepped by machines, so you don't see any of like the hand type stuff in there. So
So what would that end up though? Like what are we thinking would happen?
I would just have my painter strip it.
Okay.
I would have them go through it, take everything off of it, buzz everything down, remove all the exterior paint until it's that raw plastic. That's also going to get rid of a lot of the small imperfections, the sand chips, rock chips, just all the light road debris that's hit it. And then at that point, I'll have my body tech come through, repair this area. We get the plastic all hot until it's up to its thermal repairable temperature.
Okay.
Repair all the plastic, push everything back up, feather all that stuff down. Anything that is a large gouge like this guy,
yeah,
I'll put a little bit of
gotcha.
of a 3M 2-part plastic repair material in there. We use a little bit of adhesion promoter so that it actually gets a really good bite into it. It's a chemical and a physical adhesion versus just a physical. So all this stuff will all feather out. Really, I think the only area that we would have any type of filler would be these deeper chips and grooves.
Yeah.
Just because I wouldn't want to remove enough of that material. I want to leave as much material on that leading edge as possible because that's what keeps the rigidity to that whole shape.
Gotcha, okay.
So you start taking away some of this stuff and it's going to get kind of floppy on the bottom.
Is there anything like, as far as like this damage goes? Because again, I think like that was one of the first, I bought the car and literally parked somewhere and I came back and I noticed that right there. So I think someone had hit me, but I'm curious, that stuff right there, it can be taken out?
Yeah, that's repairable.
Cool.
What we'll do is we'll put a heat lamp over this whole area and it warms the entire area up. So you have to get the plastic up thermally heated up inside and out to a repairable temperature. Otherwise, what happens if you just like put body filler on there, as soon as you put this in the booth and bake it and it gets up to the temperature to cure all the paint and gas everything out, this plastic's going to move.
Gotcha.
Because everything is expanding and contracting thermally. As soon as it gets hot and cold, it expands and contracts. You're going to see that repairable come back. So we always heat the plastic up, repair everything out where it is, let it cool down. I will heat it up and cool it down a couple times so that it's going to thermally expand and contract on us instead of it doing it on you.
That makes sense.
Once it's painted. So this area we could definitely take care of. The license plate's super easy. Might be a little bit of filler through here just to take care of the small pits and chips, but really it's not too bad.
All right, so I'm really stoked. I got a lot of good info while I was there. You can just tell when you go into certain shops they know what they're doing, just by the way they handle themselves, with the way they give you options. They're not always like looking for the most expensive option to try to get you to spend money. They're just educating you as they're going through, and I think that's super important when you're trying to find a shop. And I can just tell there that they had that. I just talked to David. Actually, when Wes referred me, he told me to talk to Ryan or David, so I talked to David. And dude just knows his stuff. Like, you can just tell. I'm sure you guys could tell listening to that part that he knew what he's talking about. But so we have a couple options here. For the bumper, basically, I can have them repair it, or I can even have, even get a new bumper, and even get like a European style bumper that has the reflectors cut out, and basically have them do that. There'll be a lot less prep work involved because it'll be an OEM bumper, right? But then they won't have to go and fill all the little spots. They won't have to fix all the little things. They won't have to worry about stripping the paint off or anything of that nature. So that might even be a cheaper route to go, even though I'd have to spend more to purchase the bumper. Which is, again, why I like shops like that, because he gave me the option to say, hey, you'll spend less money with us, but I think this is a better solution for you. I don't know, just like I said, cool shop. Again, that was West Coast Specialties. And right by West Coast Specialties is, of course, Elite Finish.
As long as you put in the caption that you just tell people, hey, forgive Wes's grumpy face.
Alright guys, so I ended up stopping by Elite Finish. But I wanted to show you guys what I got. So I'm going to be going ahead. I feel like just because quarantine's going on and all that, I want to find projects that I don't necessarily have to go a lot of places. So I basically got stuff to actually cut the E92. So I made a previous video of showing you guys me polishing the E92. Now polishing shines it up but doesn't necessarily get out all the scratches. Cutting is going to be actually digging down to get out the scratches. So I got 2 of these microfiber pads right here, and then a charcoal pad. So basically the plan is to use this to cut out, get all the scratches out, along with, I'll talk about the blanking right now. It's been a long day. But I'll talk to you about what I'm using with the pad. And then, like I said, finishing pad right here. I got a number of other things too. Like I got another, just throwing stuff. I got a synthetic clay disc right here to go ahead and clay the car. And just keep it. This is CarPro Essence. So this will be what I'm using with the charcoal pad as a finishing compound. So this would be my finishing compound. And then for the cutting compound, well, here, I'll go back to that. So then I got Shine Mist. This is going to be used with this to go ahead and clay. It's just a lubricating clay and polishing lube. Then to actually do the cut, I have Classic Cut. Now Classic Cut is going to be what I actually use to basically get out the scratches. So I'm going to use that in combination with the microfiber, and that'll basically be how I get rid of a lot of scratches on this car. Now, being that it's space gray, you can't see a lot of it, but I see it constantly. And honestly, it's just a fun project that I want to do. I think a lot of things with cars come down to things you just want to do. Like, it doesn't always have to be something, well, why are you doing that and why are you doing this? The reality is I just want to. You know what I mean? I think that's the thing with most of the stuff with your car. It's like, it's a fun toy. And then on top of that, I got these towels right here. These towels are not for the paint. These are actually, I'm going to use these. These can be used for wheels, but I'm going to use it for metal polish in my exhaust. So the last thing I have in this bag, I believe there's only one more thing. The last thing I have is Metallica from CarPro. So this is going to be to polish my exhaust tips. Something that just bugged me, and I just figured with everything going on, I'd do it. But it's always fun to go there because I feel like a kid in the candy store. They have so much good products. They do have a website. You can check them out there. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I'm just good friends with them. And so they do have a website, elitefinishdetailing.com, and you can purchase any of these products there, or even give Wes a call, and he'll go ahead and give you a lot of info. It's one of my favorite things is just getting educated. Now we're about to go back to West Coast Specialties. I left the bumper there earlier, so you should be able to give me an accurate quote so I can decide if I want to go ahead and go through with it or figure out a different plan. So let's go. Basically, how everything's going right now, I don't know if I'm going to paint the bumper. I have basically two options to do this. I talked to them. I can either get a new bumper, have them paint it, and it's about the same price as me using the old bumper and getting it painted. Just because they're going to have to fix all the little damage that you guys heard. And if I buy a new one, it's around the same price as it would cost to fix the damage. So that's an option. But I don't know really what I want to do at this point. I don't know if I want to paint it or just leave it alone, let the bumper have its issues right now until I'm ready to actually fix it and then clear broad. Because I don't want to paint this whole thing, get it perfect, and then drive down the road and not have any protection on it. Like ceramic coating would be cool, but even just like ceramic coating is not going to protect against rock chips and all that. So if I'm going to paint it, I would love to clear broad right after. Same thing with the hood if I do that at the same time. So as of right now, we're going to kind of leave it alone, waiting for the headlights to get that back in the car, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you got something to say, write me a comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.